Hi everyone, this is Bremster, and I'm going to return and play another session of Rune Dice. Yeah, I've really been enjoying this game, and I think in the last session I said I might try some more Warrior, because I struggled with the Warrior last time. I think I've got the Warrior to level 4 purely by failing. So I've got Arathorn, Thrombane, or Maximus Crow. Arahorn has Shield and Stun, whereas Maximus has Overwhelm, which is can't kill enemies, and Stun. I think I kind of... And you unlock him by playing Overwhelm dice, so maybe I do want to play Maximus Crow to unlock Nanok. So let's try Maximus Crow and see how we go. So we're going to start a game with Maximus Crow. Maybe we can try one of... I don't think I've ever beaten anything on the Desolate Sands. So let's try and defeat one of the bosses on the Desolate Sands. I don't know which ones are which, but the fact that the symbols don't match is a little weird. Okay, so first ever fight with the character, and I'm taking it into the Desolate Sands. I think I want to go via chest and then shop, so I'm just going to take the low path. So 1, 2, 3, or it might be 1, 2. Let's try this. 1, 2 coins, and that will do it. Stunned the guy at the back, which is great. 1, 2, 3. Won't hit the 4. But if I can ricochet back to the 1, I can cause this chain to happen again, which would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will do a lot of damage. Enough to kill this guy. This guy isn't stunned anymore. But I can now go 1, 2, 3. It won't reach the 4, but is enough to finish the fight, and I'm still on full health. Excellent. Life rune, maximum hit points. Treasure rune is good, but at this point I think I'll go for the maximum hit points and see if I can boost my maximum hit points a little. Okay, so Overwhelm and Stun over there. The ones aren't going to hit that, which is a little unfortunate. I want to try and avoid this. So let's do some clearing in this area. And then I don't... Ooh, that one. Maybe I can jump these overwhelms together and then do some significant boomage. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought that would hit. I'm going to stun the guy at the back. And then I just need to do some clearing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that won't do the whole thing, but the guy at the back is still stunned. So this should be enough. Particularly if I can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and pick up. Didn't get the boom, but I don't need it. I got the upgrade. That's very, very nice. And let's upgrade one of the Overwhelm dice. And I think I'm going to be short on healing, so let's take a healing die. My health is okay at the moment, so I don't need immediate healing. Now I can come this path for a die upgrade, or for a mini boss and then a chest, or I can take the easy route. I think I want the easy route. It's my first time doing it. Be gentle on me, it's my first time adventuring. This will be okay. That would be nicer, but I don't think I can trigger it. So let's try for this for now. And now I might be able to trigger some of this and head over here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I did not deserve that. That was undeserved. That went way better than it should have. But now how do I hit that one? I think I just hit the 3s together, which did seem to work. And now 1, I didn't deserve that either. That was a missed shot. I'll take another healing die. And then into the chest where I would like to face a mimic, apparently, which I can stun. This is the only 2s on the board. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. That should do it. Well, maybe not quite, but... Oh, particularly considering there's no 2s on the board. Now there's 2s on the board. Can I get that heal? No, but I can get that one. Not that I need it. And full health. Pay attention. Overwhelm. Relentless Fury. Fury dice also grants 1 shield stack when dealing double damage to wounded enemies. I don't have any Fury dice. Let's grab another Overwhelming die. I don't want too many of them, but I do get a lot of just normal damage dice. So, you know, there's a thing there. 1, 2, 3. I won't get to the 5, but I'll put a 4 in the area. Now, if I can push the 2s together, that should be very effective. Because he's stunned and he's dead. He's like, and 1, 2, 3, let's overheal. I should have gone for the coins. Doesn't matter. I am not the smartest cookie in the jar. And let's take a protection rune, because later on I'll probably need it. And I've got 4 rune slots. Yeah, the bard was good for that. Relentless Fury. Okay, yep. Fury die always grants the first enemy instead of a random one. Grant 1 coin each time the field refreshes. All shop items cost less. I might take that for future. Bomb might be good. Overwhelm. Shield. I think I want a shield die. I don't care about those. Let's take a bomb and call that done. And then we come into a battle and then I make some choices. So bomb is probably going to scatter all of this and cause all sorts of problems. But that went quite well. Although it did upgrade the guy at the back. But 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And the guy at the back is stunned. 1, 2, 3, no 4. And 1, 2, 3. Not quite. But I'm a little off. I could heal to full. I could take another healing die, or I can take another protection. I think I'll take another healing die. And then I have some choices to make. Like, these both go... This one gives me more options, which includes a mini-boss and a jester. This one includes a shop. I think I want to go tough and then mini-boss. I'm feeling cocky. You may have been able to tell. If I push the 3s together, there's no 4 over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 brings a 5 over, which is probably going to be a problem for triggering that. But I can then go bomb and cause some mayhem. Poorly. I'd love to trigger all of that. 1, 2, 3. No! Oh, I thought that might make it. I need to take the heal. And then I'm going to try and see if I can do something to my die. I probably want to... Oh, is it shield? If it's a clone, I might want to try and clone the stun die, which worked. I don't understand this success thing. Like 70% chance it clones, so I rolled a 74. So on a 70% chance it clones, at 74% it worked. What? This user interface seems to be, it's like, we're just going to make it up. Now, I could go to a mini-boss or I could bypass the mini-boss because I'm a coward. I'm at 50 of 62 health. This is going to give me potentially more rewards. But I'm going to hit a Jester straight after, so I am going to gamble. Particularly considering I could Protection Rune. That's going to hit this too. Oh, all of the ones I can hit are going to hit this too. I could stun into stun. Or stun. Oh. I don't have enough damage. I have to buff this guy at the front, which is going to shield him even further. But it is going to get it out of the way. And I'm going to do double damage with the Overwhelm. And he shields again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what? Do I just want to bash the 5s together and see if I can knock any 2s? I do, and it didn't work. I'm not going to survive this fight, am I? Bomb. Useless bomb. I'm not going to trigger that 5. There is no way for that to happen. But shield, 2. Wrong 3. Oh, that was not the one I thought it was. Oh, it just... knowing the exact position is really badly communicated. I am not a fan of when you drop those, because of the perspective, you actually can't see where you're dropping. Similar with the trigger dice, you can't see which dice are actually going to be triggered because the perspective is off. I'm really not a fan of that. For anyone with any form of visual disability, it's just... Actually, I think it's just anyone. It's just terrible. I'm going to fail at this point. Because that can't kill anything. And again, all of the ones are always hidden by design. And I've buffed the bad guys. I need healing badly. See, the spring coil would be great, but I think I need double heal. And even with the Jester, I need double heal. I've got nothing I can trigger. I want to come into this area and see if I can trigger some of them. Oh, come on! The momentum on 2s is really bad. Just... At some point you just give up and you just shoot stuff going, I've got no control over what happens, so who cares? It's really, really dodgy. This should go to the stun and then trigger some 3s. There, that is a good round. I'm now taking lots of poison damage. That will give me some healing. Not quite do enough damage, but oh, maybe it will. Let's take a shield. No, let's just take the healing. I kind of need to hit a shop. So I think it's going to be upgrade, battle, shop, boss. Upgrade is going to do anything. I want to upgrade my... It's going to add 3 to the die value. Let's try and do it on the shield. It did work. I am very surprised. I can hit the 1, but that's going to upgrade the guy at the back. Everything else is kind of meaningless. Together, but that won't give me the 5s. There's too much poison. Like the fact that every time you hit him you do poison, but you can't one-shot them. And poison can't be soaked. Bash them together. Raw chaos of the bomb, I think is my... Oh, come on! I think it's still raw chaos of the bomb. And now it's push those together and see what happens. Not enough. He's still stunned though. It's going to buff him, so let's go for that one, which will give me the heal. And that's all of the damage that I don't need. Oh, man. It's got to be a life rune. Shop. Okay, so what is this? Spreading paralysis. If a stun die targets an enemy that is already stunned, I've got a couple of stun die. Gain 10 shields when entering combat. The 10 when leaving is not going to help me at this point because I'm not going to leave. Gravity rune for 6. Trigger rune. I think a gravity rune is good and a trigger rune is good. And then if I was to take stun, a heal, and a bomb. And then we see whether I can actually defeat the final boss, which is... don't know what his name is. These buff... applies weakness to the hero. Applies weakness to the hero. Applies 3 weakness to the hero. Shoots magical damage. So, what can I do with this? The first thing I can do is heal. The second thing I can do is apply protection, although that's only going to stop physical. If I gravity over here, maybe? This will potentially pull 2s and 3s together and maybe trigger a 4. Like if I do that. Like that did apply some weakness, but was good. And a trigger rune. Now the stuns affect the guy at the back and he's immune to crowd control. So I might save the trigger rune. Get some more healing in play. Still couldn't take a single guy out. It's going to go 2 and then weaken me again. Oh. That might bounce into that, but not do much. That's going to trigger 2 and then he's 3 and not do much. That's not going to do anything. If I trigger those, that was not great. That was really, really stupid. Can I push the 2s in? Oh! Not a bad turn. It's going to leave me with just the boss, who's going to weaken me and do physical damage. So I think that penetrates through the shield. I can just do some raw chaos in there. Not as much chaos as I thought. Can I hit the healing one? Yes. I've weakened myself more though. I need some healing, but there isn't any. 1, 2, there's no 3 to hit. I can't hit that. I could possibly push those in and do some chaos. There you go. I've only got a few rounds with which to do all of this damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, not enough. If I could get those 5s. So if I could trigger one of these ones, that should... no. Of course I miscalculated. The stun isn't helping, but the refresh... not enough. That might be though. No. No. Oh. Okay, dice discarded at battle end grant 1 coin each. Dice discarded at battle end. Open 15 event chests. I don't know what that means. I don't know what event chests were. Okay. And I don't know what that means. At battle end, does that mean things left on the table at the end of a battle? Or does it mean things that when the battle ends that are still in your queue? I'm not sure what that means. Major life rune. That's nice. Shockwave rune. Pushes away all nearby dice without starting your turn. That's nice as well. That was very, very weird. Defeat 100 regular enemies in hard mode. I'm very close to doing that. Ooh, was that a hard mode battle? No, it couldn't have been. use the altar 15 times. That's an interesting one. And collect 100 gold in a single run. That's going to be so tricky unless I do something easy with something and then focus on gold. But that was very, very fun. Maximus Crow was a very, very interesting warrior, but I don't think I've leveled him up because I didn't play enough warrior dice. Need to play more dice. So these other classes, I need to defeat 20 mini-bosses. I've done 14, so it's just play more games. Defeat 50 Dark Knights. Not sure where they come from. Defeat Blight Druid in hard mode. That's going to be tricky. And create a max dice combo of 40 with one throw. That one is going to be... That's going to require possibly a lot of bombs and explosions and just blind luck. But I've got 4 classes to play with and 4 more to unlock, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, good stuff. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying my playthroughs of Rune Dice as much as I am enjoying playing Rune Dice. There's definitely some weird frustrations with this one. I think if I had any feedback for the developers, it would be things like trigger dice and the die where you drop it where you're going to shoot from. I can't even remember what the drop die. Be more clear where that's going to be. Like with the trigger dice, literally have the dice that you're going to trigger change color or something, because it's just too uncertain what's going to happen. And you should be, if you're going to use something as valuable as a rune, you should know what's going to happen. Same with gravity dice. Have it that the dice that are going to be affected by the gravity die are marked. Like they literally change color as you move your rune around, so you can see which dice are going to be pulled in. Because the circle of doing it is hidden by the dice, so you can't see it. So you're just guessing. That's really, really bad. I think that's kind of dumb. And similarly with the shrines, have the shrines be more clear about, it's like, why is it if I've got a 70% chance of something happening, a 74 is a success? It's like, you've got no clue. Like if it said, 1 to 70 is a success and 71 to 100 is a fail, and I rolled a 73, like a die roll, rolling a D100, it's a dice game, would be more clear and people would know what's going on. And then you could change your values. You could see as you sort of sacrificed coins, it would move to, instead of 1 to 70, it was 1 to 75. And you could see I've got a better chance. People would understand that, but the way it is, it's just like we can make it up after you've pushed the button. Yeah, it's a little bit messy, and I think there's definite room for improvement there. But this was a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and as always, good luck with your bouncing cubes. Bye everyone.